IVM.
Hello and welcome to Football Twaddle. My name is Saru. There's no Tanuj Baru. Oh, what a surprise. And we have Kumar with us.
Hello.
A very sick Kumar
Yeah, and still I'm like here. Like
Duty beckons.
Duty beckons. I have an IV tape in my arm. Still I'm recording.
Oh, he's going all Manohar here in this episode. Where's Baru?
Respect.
Where's Baru?
I don't want to.
Say it, it's okay.
Yeah, he's taking part in a PUBG tournament right now.
Is he any good at PUBG?
You were there the last time he participated in a tournament and he finished 18th.
Oh, that was so sad. Alright, let's talk about... I don't want to talk about Chelsea yet because I want to feel sad a little later.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Manchester United.
Let's feel happy.
Yes, let's
What has happened? Like the savior is suddenly...
Already? They've just lost 2 games, no?
Yeah, but they've lost against, a worst team. A worst team in the league against Arsenal, yeah.
Yes.
And then, they defeated Arsenal and then they defeated Chelsea in the FA Cup and then they get knocked out by Wolves.
Which is...
And in an FA Cup, which, this year, you have to admit, it's when you look at the semi-final lineup also, I think would have had a chance against City probably in the finals.
Who?
United if they went through.
Even their fans don't say such things. Why are you talking about United having a chance in the final?
I know. See, City will have bigger things to focus on. Especially, they've been given a slightly easier draw in the Champions League.
And they've been given an easier draw in the FA Cup. They've just been given easy draws everywhere.
They also have the league to look at, right? Because Liverpool are not going away that easily. So probably, when it comes to priorities, FA Cup would right now be third on the list.
Of Manchester City.
Of Manchester City, yeah. So if United, had gone to the semis, probably would have had a chance. And, if they get a trophy, if they were to get a trophy this season, it would have been a success after, where they were in December. But unfortunately, that does not happen.
You think United will end up where they were in December at the end of the season? No trophies and 6th?
I think Chelsea is giving them a tough fight for the 6th spot.
No, we are not doing any Chelsea talk yet. How bad were Manchester United?
Right now, it's very close.
With what?
The 3rd to 6th spot actually. This is like a difference of 3 points, right?
Yes. No, 4 points from 3rd to 6th.
So Spurs is 1 point ahead of Arsenal and then Chelsea is 3 points behind.
That's why I keep maintaining Chelsea will finish 3rd. They're just 3 points away.
And with 7 and like some teams have 8 games to play. It's very all of them have 8 games to play.
All of them have 8.
It's very, very unpredictable. It probably will be a matter of still 3 points by the end of the season.
Interesting. But whatever happened to Manchester United against Wolves?
Oh, I think we were watching the game and Wolves. I think they've been brilliant playing against the top 6 this season.
And
they've taken points against Chelsea twice. They've taken points against City. They've taken points against Arsenal. They've taken points against United, against Liverpool also, I think. So they've done really well. And which is how Nuno Espirito Santo sets them up. You saw the first half, they were just sitting back, absorbing all the pressure.
But they still had more shots on target in the first half as well.
That was entirely a counter-attacking game, right?
So,
and when you get 2 goals in a matter of 7-8 minutes, and then you defend, it gets very difficult for the opposition to come back.
We saw the last 10 minutes. They was not really defending. They were just toying around with United.
No, but they were defending earlier. I went back and saw the game again.
Wow, homework. What's going on now?
No, I like it when United lose. So
we watched the same game again and again.
I cherish those memories.
Yes. So, when Mourinho was the manager of United and whenever they used to lose or whatever, and people used to say, oh God, this is like they just played like they played under LVG.
Yeah.
So now when they lose under Solskjaer, they say, oh God, this is a Mourinho performance. So the question is, when the next manager comes in, are they going to say, oh, that was a Solskjaer performance?
I don't think Solskjaer will get enough time to, set a philosophy. Because imagine as a manager, you come in December, you have a run of 16 games unbeaten. And still you're not, finalized as permanent.
But I think they will. They're just waiting.
For what? I think that was the best time because the fan sentiments are at a high. Now, now you do it after 2 defeats and they have a tough fixture list also in the league. So they will not end up winning all 8 games. So if there's a chance, that they miss out on 4th spot or something.
When they beat Messi,
this is
in the Champions League.
This is dependent on them, if they have decided to continue with OGS actually.
Yes, they have. I'm telling
If they
you.
have, I think after the Paris result was the best time to announce it.
Well, I don't know why they haven't announced. We don't know the inner workings of the whole place, but
probably Woodward was just on a vacation or something.
Is Woodward
trying to get more sponsors?
Probably. But
United will have a lower back sponsor now, left thigh sponsor.
They have a pillow sponsor, no?
Yeah.
So and sticking to Manchester United, they're playing against Barcelona.
Yeah.
I think they have a chance. If Messi plays like at
there's news coming in of
20% potential of what he did over the weekend, United definitely have a chance.
I'll come back to that Messi point later. But
he'll score only one goal.
No, see, Barca have Suarez is probably going to be out, and Dembele is also doubtful for the game.
Why?
Suarez has an injury. Like both of them are injured right now.
Okay, that does not matter.
Who are their backup attacking options?
What backup attacking option? They have Rakitic, they have...
I'm not talking about the midfield, the front three.
Sergio Roberto.
Again midfield. They have Paco, right?
Yeah, Paco Alcacer. He's with Dortmund on loan, right?
Yeah.
They have Philippe Coutinho, who scored a goal as well in the Champions League.
Yeah.
So
but again, so it might be a weekend, and I know if United are up for it, you could see in the Wolves game that they took it very casual.
But why would they do that? That's the whole question, right? Are they the Chelsea?
You can't turn up every game. I mean, it's not physically possible and mentally possible for a player to be, 100% for each game, whatever, critics say or whatever managers say. It's just human psychology, right? I think they will be up for at least, and, if they get a good result in the first leg, especially as they're playing home now. So,
in the first leg.
So if they, even a 0-0 at home, and then they just have to get one goal at Camp Nou, and then Messi will probably score a hat-trick.
So let me dial back to a time when Arshavin scores a goal for Arsenal.
Yeah.
And Arsenal beat Barcelona 2-1. Yeah. And then they go into the second leg with full confidence.
Yeah, and then Messi scores a hat-trick and Barca win 4-0.
Yeah, you think we are staring at a repeat of that?
With Messi, you honestly never know. But then he's only scored one goal against United, in his career.
What a loser.
It was in a Champions League final, but it's only one goal.
So he's not really that great a player.
Yeah. And I was coming back to Messi, everyone was, raving about that, the third goal he scored.
So?
I didn't see the brilliance in it. I mean, yeah, it's a good goal, but it's not like a once in a generation goal, to be honest. He has scored much better goals. Other players have scored better chips from inside the box. Danny Welbeck has done it. Bergkamp was a master at it.
Yeah, but the point is Messi does it with such regularity.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's not a once in a generation goal. It is just the brilliance of Messi. I have no doubts about that.
But who called it once in a generation?
Everyone.
Goal?
It was all over. He scored the best goal ever and everything. It's not.
Yeah,
it is a good goal, and it is. The only good thing he had going for him was that it was first time.
Yes. So you're saying that he's not really in that great a form, and United are going to beat him.
They're going to beat Barcelona.
And then they'll reach the semi-final, and that's when they'll confirm Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Yes. They have to win a big game to confirm him, right? They can't do it after losing two.
Oh yeah, I was reading somewhere, I don't know if you read the same thing or if you know. Now the teams after the fourth position or fifth position basically are desperate for Manchester City to win the FA Cup. Because if Manchester City does not win the FA Cup, then they'll go to the Europa qualifying.
No, so what will happen is that
on July 25th.
If City win, if City do not win the FA Cup winners get a spot in the Europa League.
Correct.
So spots 6 and 7 will have to play a qualifier then.
Yes.
Which is starting pretty early in the
July
season.
25th.
Yeah.
Oh man, I hope Saru doesn't end up there. Saru needs a pre-season.
You should hope Chelsea doesn't end up there. You don't know where Saru will be at the end of the season.
But I hope when I meant I hope Saru doesn't end up there. I'm hoping Saru with Chelsea doesn't end up there. Yeah.
But do you think he will end up at Chelsea?
Okay, let's get to that.
Yeah, now
the Everton game. You saw the game.
I saw the game.
At least I thought in the first half they should have been
at least 2-0 up.
2-0 up. Who? Chelsea, right?
Yeah, and Everton were not playing at all in the first half.
Then second half something happens and Richarlison scores, and then Chelsea basically just...
It seemed like they just stopped.
Yeah.
After the half time, fine, abhi aaj ka ho gaya.
Yeah.
Itna paisa mein itna hi milega.
You could do that provided you score 2 goals in the first half. When you are actually playing well, you can say, okay, we've earned our money, now let's just hang around and stuff. the problem with Chelsea again, Alonso and Azpilicueta. Why? These are our like fullbacks.
Oh, see, Alonso, he was keeping him out of the squad. Then he plays him in Europa. He scores a goal. Comes back into the team. I think Emerson has done well, right?
He's done all right.
Yeah, so then why
he's better than Alonso?
What's the need of bringing Alonso back in the squad?
I don't know. I guess I genuinely...
And I think before the penalty, there was an instance where Alonso should have been given a second yellow.
Yeah, but those things, as we'll come to later in the show, soft penalties.
No, I'm saying that, I'm not saying that it was a penalty, or I'm not going to cry for Everton. It's just that,
basically the weirdest thing on this podcast ever.
The point is that Alonso is clearly a liability.
Yeah, so we can't. The problem is Chelsea can't even sell. No, you can't buy players now.
Yeah.
So you're stuck with.
Still bring them back from Vitesse.
Arey yaar, if anyone, we keep talking about this, how many people have left their big clubs and gone on to become quite awesome players anywhere else? The numbers are so few that you can't even argue that this is...
No, but there's one good thing I noticed that after Hudson-Odoi and this fellow came on,
Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Yeah. The game improved. They were actually making an effort. Hudson-Odoi was trying those crossfield passes so many times. Even if all of them didn't click, it was at least making an effort. What do you get from... Barkley is probably not the right example because he actually played well in the first half.
The first half, the team generally played quite well.
If you're not doing well, should you not be giving a chance to these guys? Because...
But he is, no? If you see the last 7-8 games, the amount of time Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Hudson-Odoi are playing is considerably higher.
Why not give them a start?
You have to keep Barkley as well, no? So you keep Barkley. You start last match, the Europa League, when they started with Ruben Loftus-Cheek, didn't they?
Europa against Dynamo Zagreb.
Yeah, so you keep giving them chances till the end of season. The whole question is, will the Buddha be till the end of season or not? I hope he is, and no one who's going to take up the Chelsea job now. Who will again find
and especially now with the transfer ban and with Roman, there's a lot of rumors of Roman being disinterested with the club now.
No, he's actually quite interested. It's just that he's not given visa.
Who's looking after it? Nina?
Marina Granovskaya. She is the be all and end all at Chelsea. She's the one who told John Terry, take the deal or shove it.
That woman has balls.
She's such a badass. So yeah, you can't blame anyone anyway. The only good thing of all this is, in spite of all the abuses and everything, they're just 3 points behind.
Yeah.
So if they can do something, then they can still end up in
the top 4. And I think top 4 for any team in this season would be an achievement. Considering what Chelsea has gone through, considering what United have gone through, considering what Arsenal has gone through, with the regime change and everything.
Regime change.
When you have a manager for 20 odd years, it is a regime change, right?
Yes, that is also true. Yeah, so
also, I'm very ashamed of saying that, but I think I agreed with Graham Souness on one point after the Chelsea game.
When did you start watching Graham Souness?
He's always there on
Hotstar. Is that what he's in?
Graham Souness says it's very easy to shut Chelsea down. That they have no attacking option other than Hazard right now.
Yeah,
there's nobody trying anything, nobody inventing anything.
Okay, so
but how do you address it? You don't have any players in the reserves or on the bench also to come up and take that burden.
You address it only one way. Keep this man as the coach. Get in Hudson-Odoi other end. Remove Pedro, and then put Hazard here, and just get Higuain to lose his some body fat, and then you just practice and practice so that you can play at the way Napoli used to play. That's the only way. What else will you do? There's nothing else you can do. You can't buy anyone.
No, because right now, the opposition is just putting 2 players on Hazard. And Hazard, Hazard tries and tries, but after a point, if it doesn't click for him, he also gives up. He does not have that resilience of Ronaldo that, even if it doesn't click for 89 minutes, he'll still keep going.
Yeah.
That's not something which Hazard does. So,
but that's the whole thing, no? If you take 10 games before or 12 games before, they said, stop Jorginho, and Chelsea stops. Now you just put...
stopping himself.
Yeah, so now you put... but the whole point of using Jorginho is he just like keeps passing the ball to everyone aimlessly.
No, only David Luiz.
Yeah, that's your interpretation because there's no one else. Rudiger is shouting at someone else, so what can he do?
I love how triggered you get whenever I mention Jorginho.
Yeah, because I genuinely don't think it's not a Jorginho problem. It's a team problem that you're not able to like get Jorginho more involved.
Jorginho is a donkey.
According to Azim and you and almost everyone else, but not according to me and Sari. Now that we're done with it, let's take a break. And after the break, let's talk about soft penalties, hard penalties, definite penalties, offsides, and the two teams which benefit the most from it, as evident again on the weekend. Stay tuned to Football Twaddle. See you after the break.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another awesome week on the IVM Podcast Network. If you aren't following us on social media, please make sure that you do. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Just a couple of notes up front. One is that we're still running our listener survey. That's ivmpodcast.com/survey. The survey is only going to run till the end of the week. So if you want a chance to win that awesome mug that we're giving out, please make sure that you fill out that survey. Also, I wanted to put out a quick reminder that if you're enjoying what you're listening to, please take a screenshot of what you're listening to, tag us on Instagram, and we'll put that in our story so that everybody else can see what you're listening to. Also, please don't forget to put in a comment. On The Scene and the Unseen, Amit Verma is joined by author Tony Joseph, who talks about his acclaimed book, Early Indians. They deep dive into the Harappan times and how ancient history is never as simple as it seems. On Advertising is Dead, Varun's guest is comedian and writer Naveen Richard. They talk about the source material for writing comedy, the web series Better Life Foundation, meme culture, and tongue cleaners. On Paisa Vaisa, Anupam is joined by Rahul Jain, head of Edelweiss Personal Wealth Advisory. They talk about wealth management and his future in India. On Paperback, Anirudh Kanisetti joins Satyajit and Racheta to reflect on how archaeology led to the creation of many rituals. On Know Your Qanoon, Ambarana is in conversation with Abha Singh and they discuss legal procedures involved in crimes against women. On our Marathi podcast Golgappa, Trupti is joined by the hosts of How to Citizen, Meghnad and Shreyas. They talk about growing up in Nagpur and their show. On Geek Fruit, Tejas, Jishnu and Abbas dissect the latest film entry into the Marvel canon, Captain Marvel. And with that, let's continue on with your show.
Welcome to Football Twaddle. Now Kumar is still with us. I'm giving the last name, first name, that way.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, which soft penalty do you want to talk about? The one for City or the one for Liverpool?
I think
both of them.
Yeah, but first I think you should go to City because City have had an incredible
luck.
I know, like we'll call it luck for the lack of a better word.
Yeah, we don't have evidence don't have evidence for anything else, so let's just call it luck. So
would you want to annoy a Sheikh?
No, but depends, no? Like, if I'm a massive PSG fan, I can annoy the Abu Dhabi Sheikh.
No, I mean, like, would you like to annoy a Sheikh by, not giving a penalty?
Or
keeping a screen on the field so that the referee can see a VAR incident?
Here is a futuristic scenario. Manchester United are bought by MBS. Right? So, and now MBS is there. The Abu Dhabi guy is there. Hopefully Roman Abramovich gets his visa by then.
The Qatari guys are there.
The Qatari guys, what do they do?
PSG, no?
I'm talking about the Premier League. And Chinese are there with Wolves, the Fosun group. George Mendes is there with Wolves.
Pakistanis are there. No, Pakistanis won't win the Premier League.
Exactly. And he's an American, by the way, not Pakistani.
He's a Pakistani. Still a
and
Pakistani at heart.
And Egyptian, Farhad Moshiri. Probably
he'll buy out
with Usmanov, who is like Putin's Chahita Dost. So he's there with Everton. So even if they have to buy out a ref,
I think
it's a geopolitical crisis if a referee is bought out in the Premier League.
And the refs will be making a lot of money because the rates will keep going up. There'll be like a bidding war for Mike Dean. I think Mike Dean is just his loyalty for Spurs will come out. He's loyal. He doesn't do it for the money.
He just does it for the love for the game.
Yeah.
All right. So City, and why we talk about all this, by the way, listeners, is go please watch the Swansea City. Even the highlights, you'll know how bad it was. So Swansea are leading 2-0. They are just running.
They played the game of their lives.
Yeah. Their City are like run around. And
it's not like they were defending all the time and like they got two lucky goals. They were outplaying City in the first half.
Exactly. And halftime comes. And you think, okay, we are on for a very big upset. Second half, you would expect a City comeback.
Yeah.
But what you don't expect is that comeback aided with an offside goal and a soft penalty. And the reason why they didn't use VAR
No, they used VAR.
Not in the Swansea
not
City.
in the Swansea game. Yeah,
Why they didn't use is because the FA, in its amazing eternal wisdom, decided that VAR would be used only
at Premier League grounds,
and hence Swansea, even though the stadium is VAR ready, they didn't use it.
Yeah, because they used VAR last season, right, at the Swansea Stadium.
But they were in the Premier League probably then, right?
So the stadium is ready, the technology is ready, but
what sort of sense does all this make? It makes no sense. You're robbing a team in the championship of a really good opportunity to get FA Cup semi-final. How is this legitimate also? Answer, Kana. Don't keep quiet.
Do you think Swansea would be able to pay 5 million to Richard Scudamore?
No club paid 5 million, by the way. They just paid 250,000 each. So if you tell Swansea that you'll get an FA Cup semi-final spot by paying $250,000, they would have done it for sure.
They should have taken money from the Champions League clubs also there. The championship clubs.
So who got the offside goal? Aguero,
yeah.
And who got the soft penalty?
Aguero.
God. Really?
Yeah.
And who scored it? Aguero probably. So City are lucky, and let's just go through the FA Cup semi-final. As we discussed in the first half of the show, Wolves basically just downed United. So it's City versus Brighton. Talk about lucky fixtures.
And Brighton, did you see the Brighton game? Brighton-Millwall.
It was 2-2, right?
It was 2-2, and after they equalized in the 90th minute through a goalkeeping error.
Of Millwall?
Of Millwall, yeah. So
I thought only Fulham keepers do such things, no?
Fulham keepers just give up all hope and not go for the ball. So they equalize in the 90th minute after getting the first goal in the 88th minute. They were 2-0 down by 87 minutes.
Brighton was, yeah.
Then they get lucky again.
Yeah, but that is like luck. That is not genuine refereeing help.
Yeah, and then goes to penalties.
Which Brighton win.
After missing the first penalty.
That's okay.
Yeah, but I think... So Brighton is in there, and Brighton play against City.
Yes, and Watford plays Wolves. So let's go first with Watford Wolves. One of these teams will be in FA Cup semi-final, which is FA Cup final, which is quite amazing. I hope it's Wolves because, as you have declared me on WhatsApp, I am the know-all of Wolves and their inner circle. So yeah, Nuno's team getting to FA Cup final in the first year in the Premier League, that is... He must be the manager of the season if Liverpool don't win the league.
Yeah.
Don't you agree?
Yes.
And Watford under Javi Garcia.
They've done really well, especially after losing Marco Silva and Richarlison. So they lost their manager and their best player in the same season, right?
No, Marco Silva they lost last season. Javi Garcia was there for about 6-7 months last season.
And then he took away Richarlison.
But they got enough money. The thing is, the Watford family owns 3 clubs, right? They own one in Italy, Udinese. Yeah. They're the same guys who own Udinese, which is Alexis Sanchez's first club. And then they own a club in Spain, and then they own Watford. So basically they keep rotating players and managers, seeing who fit in well, and then they sell them for high.
I think this is where City has gotten the model from, and now just expanding it globally.
Yes. So what is your prediction for City versus Brighton?
City to win. Easily.
God, easily. Achha, there'll be no refereeing help.
At least no refereeing help.
Alright. And Watford Wolves?
Wolves 2-1.
So City versus Wolves final is what we predict for FA Cup. That'll be pretty amazing. I just hope Wolves win.
It'll be entertaining at least.
Yeah, I just hope Wolves win it. I quite like Nuno as well.
Yeah.
And I am from Team Portugal. So, yeah, let's come to Premier League right now.
I think Liverpool are back on top.
Why are they back on top?
Because they've played a game extra, right? And they won.
Yes, but they played against Fulham.
Yeah.
And Fulham played decently.
Fulham has had some decent games, but they've not gotten the results.
So it was 1-1 after Ryan Babel. Did he score the goal?
Yes, after what he said.
So Ryan Babel, can you tell to our listeners what did Ryan Babel say about the world's best defender right now?
Before the game, Ryan Babel comes out and says that VVD has a weakness.
Which only he knows, and nobody else in the Premier League has figured it out. Why doesn't Frankie de Jong know about VVD's weakness?
Why would Frankie de Jong make...
Or why doesn't Delit know about... How? The question is, how come only Ryan Babel knows about it? I thought
the Premier League.
There's no other Dutch player in the Premier League.
They're probably not paying attention. They're actually focused on playing,
Alright, so I didn't watch the game, but I'm assuming Ryan Babel exposed that weakness of Virgil van Dijk and scored the goal. Is that how it happened?
Virgil van Dijk made a mistake. The ball fell to Babel and he scored. And surprisingly, the fact is that...
Are you serious? Yes, that's how it happened.
And this is Virgil van Dijk's first error leading to a goal. not just for Liverpool, in the Premier League, even when he was at Southampton, has not made any errors leading up to a goal.
But this was his first.
Yeah.
So we should take Ryan Babel seriously because he clearly knew something, right?
Yeah. So basically, it was a back pass to Alisson, and Alisson kicked it against Babel. More of a...
Oh, dude, that's not really weakness. That's just luck. How is that exploiting weakness?
He knew that he likes to back pass to the keeper.
Oh, that way.
And he knew the Liverpool keeper is...
Oh, do you want to talk about Sergio Rico?
Slightly better than Kepa.
Oh, dude, please. Do you want
as a player, not as a manager.
Yes, Kepa is a great manager. Do you want to talk about Sergio Rico?
I think...
What was he doing? Why can't he just get a draw for his team for a change? Why? He makes such amazing saves, but then he makes so many mistakes.
Yeah, such amazing errors also.
He's like the carriers of lower divisions.
They're in the same...
Carriers is in Besiktas.
Carriers is in Besiktas and he's in trouble there as well.
So he was booed by the Besiktas fans after another error or something, and the Besiktas board is basically telling that we probably will have to stop his loan or something of that sort, but I don't know, that situation will resolve on its own. Whatever said and done, now Liverpool beat Fulham. They are like how many points ahead of City with one game in hand? 2 points, right?
2 points, yeah.
So they are still keeping up the pace, man. We all thought City is just going to win the league, but looks like Liverpool is giving a much better fight than all of us expected.
Yeah, and Liverpool have an
easier run in than City?
No, not in the league.
Then a Champions League.
Yeah.
They're playing Porto.
Yeah.
You never know. Sergio Conceição's team is doing quite well there. So you never know. Last year also Liverpool Roma, everyone thought in the second leg it will be easy, and suddenly Nainggolan belts 2 goals and it was all trouble. So you never know, Kumar.
But I think this will go down to at least, game week 36-37.
And then City will win.
And then City will win.
Alright, should we talk about the Champions League draw and the Europa League draw?
No, because Liverpool face Spurs next, and they also have to play Chelsea in the league.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's guaranteed 3 points?
6 points.
Oh, yeah. So what are you talking about? It'll still go till the 37th game week then?
No, because even City face Spurs and City face United. So is United going to do you think United are going to lose against City?
Yes.
Just to stop Liverpool from getting the title?
No, they will anyway lose to City. Even if Fulham was winning the league, they would have lost to City. What are you going on about United? I think all that honeymoon period shit is over. The whole thing started with the first game against PSG. If you remember how PSG basically toyed around with United in that second half especially.
They toyed around with them in the first half of the second leg also.
Exactly. So it started with that. Then they got lucky with a game. They lost to Arsenal. Then they lost to now Wolves. I think it's going to be a very tough run-in. And if Messi is in some sort of mood that day, we are looking at a scoreline which is... Because Paul Pogba is not going to track back and tackle Messi. So
Matic will.
Herrera will. Dude, they're good guys. I don't know why they get abused so much. They're the guys who are at least ensuring many goals don't go in. So, yeah. But let's talk about the Champions League. So Liverpool-Porto, I actually think it's going to be tougher than what a lot of people imagine.
I think Liverpool will say. Liverpool, especially with Mane, the way Mane is playing. And you never know, Salah just has to come back to 50% of his form from last season.
So, Porto is good.
Okay.
And Manchester United, Barcelona. I think we've spoken enough about it through the episode. The other quarterfinals are Juventus versus
Ajax.
Why? Who is making this draw to make a Porto versus Ajax final so tough? Why can't Ajax play a easier team? They just played
Spurs.
Yes. Spurs are playing who?
City. Because City get the easy draws, right?
Yeah, of all this, I think the Cities is still the easiest draw.
And then Juve after that.
If anyone from England is listening to us, we know what Spurs are. So we are just
especially at the end of the season, we know how big bottlers they are.
Yeah, they'll start commenting, oh, you guys don't know how good Spurs are. So yeah, but Ajax, Juventus, I feel so sad for Ajax. Poor guys, they play so well to be rewarded to be playing against Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ronaldo again. He did that last season also, right?
Yes, he does it every season.
Oh, against Ajax. Madrid played Ajax last season.
I don't remember, man.
Yeah.
I don't remember what they played. And Europa League.
I think Chelsea have. I think that's the easiest path Chelsea have into the Champions League.
Let's talk about the most tough game.
Yeah.
Arsenal versus Napoli. Arsenal have been given some help because Napoli's keeper.
That is not a help, actually. That's more of a disadvantage now.
Why?
Because we know what Ospina is capable of. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's out injured.
He's out injured, but Ospina is playing quite well for Napoli.
But he's Ospina.
Dude, always people said that Szczesny is like so secure at Juventus. He's actually playing really well.
Wait for them to get the money to get Donnarumma.
They are not getting
They
Donnarumma.
are getting Donnarumma.
Kuch bhi.
Yes, they are.
What are you like? Berlusconi's right hand man.
Talk to me in 2 years.
In 2 years, all right. Yeah, but Arsenal are playing Napoli. Why? Last year also semi-final they got Atletico Madrid. Is it can Arsenal do some like
that's the thing,
Satyanarayan Puja in their ground?
Stan has spent all his money trying in building the new stadium for Rams. So he has no money left to give the officials and FA and UEFA and everything.
Oh, that's an official line we're taking on the podcast now. Pay money and get results and draw. Everything done. Yeah, but if Arsenal get through that and if Chelsea
Arsenal don't want to get through to the finals also.
Why?
Because the finals are in Baku, right? So Armenians are banned, are not allowed. Armenians don't get an Azerbaijan visa.
So you don't have to play Mkhitaryan.
No, we stand by our players.
Yeah, sure. What happened the last time you guys went to Armenia?
We didn't go to Armenia, we went to Azerbaijan.
Yeah, where was Mkhitaryan in that game?
He was out injured. He was not eligible to play.
So he will continue being out injured?
No. We stand for
But
our
what is the
players.
Europa League? What are the other two games? I know Red Bull Leipzig is playing Marseille.
I think Valencia and Villarreal are playing each other, right?
Something like that. As everyone knows, our focus is only on if Chelsea and Arsenal go through.
Yeah.
Do we have time to talk about anything else, or are we done for this week?
We're done for this week.
Man, I'm so happy. Just the entire league is back next week.
Yeah, international fixtures. But at least we'll get some.
Oh wait, this is international fixtures this weekend.
Yeah.
What do we talk about next week? Or should we think about it?
Euro qualifiers.
All right. And when does the league start again?
So it's Benfica and Frankfurt.
That'll be a good one.
Leipzig got knocked out, no?
Yes, sorry. Benfica and Frankfurt. Luka Jovic.
Yes.
And can you read the other one also? There's only one more game.
I told you, Villarreal and Valencia.
Valencia and Villarreal.
Yeah.
So Santi Cazorla may play Arsenal in the semi-final.
So we have a player in. So Villarreal has Santi. Valencia has Coquelin and Gabriel. Napoli has Ospina. Chelsea has Giroud.
Yes. No, but Chelsea bought Giroud. So he is not an Arsenal player anymore.
Even Santi is not an Arsenal player. Gabriel is not an Arsenal player. But, we don't just throw away our players like other clubs.
Really?
We're still connected with them. We still respect them and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Apart from one Cesc Fabregas.
That's it?
Yeah.
Not Robin Van Persie.
And Robin Van Persie. Just two.
That's it.
Yeah.
No one else.
I think it's punching down if you mock Alexis Sanchez right now. So I'm gonna stay away from that. I mean, that poor man has suffered enough.
All right. On that note, Kanav, thank you very much.
Bye, guys.
Let's have a happy international weekend where we can relax a bit, and then the week starts. After that, the league. So, listeners, please tweet us at @FootyTwaddle, and Instagram and Facebook is Football Twaddle. We would love to hear from you. This is Saru signing off this week's Football Twaddle.
In Mumbai, instead of being left at the Tower of Silence after they die, are now cremated. And why? Because a cow fell sick in the early 1990s. Did you know that the smog in Delhi is caused by something that farmers in Punjab do and that there's no way to stop them? Did you know that there wasn't one gas tragedy in Bhopal, but 3? One of them was seen, but 2 were unseen. Did you know that many well-intentioned government policies hurt the people they're supposed to help? Why was demonetization a bad idea? How should GST have been implemented? Why are all our politicians so corrupt when not all of them are bad people? I'm Amit Verma, and in my weekly podcast, The Seen and the Unseen, I take a shot at answering all these questions and many more. I aim to go beyond the scene and show you the unseen effects of public policy and private action. I speak to experts on economics, political philosophy, cognitive neuroscience, and constitutional law so that their insights can blow not only my mind, but also yours. The Seen and the Unseen releases every Monday. So do check out the archives and follow the show at seenunseen.in. You can also subscribe to The Seen and the Unseen on whatever podcast app you happen to prefer.
Did I just catch you on your way to work? Or did you end up pulling an all-nighter? Let me guess. You have a packed schedule for the day, the week, and probably the month and the year. That's a lot for your mind to handle, don't you think? This buzzing chaos also brings tons of negative thoughts. Am I right? Try spinning that bottle in a positive direction with me, Chetna, on the Positively Unlimited podcast, every Monday on IBM Podcasts. It's time to change your life one alphabet at a time.